Hi, I'm Daz. I'm the producer of The Drift, and just another update on where we are with things. Had a pre-production week last weekend, and that was quite a difficult one. And the reason why it was difficult is because now we're very close to actually starting to film. There's certainly an atmosphere of nervousness in the crew, or anticipation, perhaps better word. Just sort of waiting now for the off. It's like we're almost there, and there's still lots to do. And then they're like, they've got lots of little jobs that they have to be done. It's like colouring a picture, and then you start off doing all the big bits first, and then you've got to start doing all the little bits around the edge to sort of finish it off, and you can miss one and all that kind of thing. And it looks like from a distance that it's done, and then you come in close and you see all those little bits that aren't. And that's very much where we are with the production at the moment. So it's sort of a little bit of people want to get on with it, but at the same time, perhaps a bit, I won't say worried, but certainly aware that there's still some way to go. So some people feeling the pressure a bit more than others. Scheduling now is almost done. I just need to make sure I don't make any mistakes with it. Starting to work on the call sheets and all that. And I've got a couple of guys now working on the storyboarding, which is interesting because we, as I said before, we don't have a storyboard that goes through the whole film because we won't have time to shoot every storyboard shot in the time that we have. So there's no point having it. But at the same time, you need to have an idea of what it is you're going for. And what I've said to my guys, in fact, we've got a tech meeting this weekend, is that where we'd shoot is in the backyard production to get everything done. As you shoot your close-ups, your wides, and your money shots. So the storyboards are really to make sure that we capture all the really good shots that we want in accordance with the script. We definitely want to have a shot of this, definitely a shot of that. You write those down, and then hopefully you put them on the scene sheet, and you capture those. But yeah, it's going to be a real rough ride getting through that. So you're doing that. A couple of people have dropped out from the project now. It's all getting a bit too much, and that's affecting me a little bit because you've got people who've been there for quite a while, and now it's just like getting too tired or distracted or whatever, and that's can be difficult. But at the same time, we've got more people coming in now. Just been in the local paper, advertised in the local paper. I say advertise. What we do is you write an article, do a press release, and provide pictures and all that good stuff, and you make it a news item. It's part of the marketing sort of strategy. So that's been very positive. We've had responses, quite a few responses actually, from the right sort of people as well. A couple of actors, some student filmmakers, people who have done a little bit before but not really on a large scale. So they're all coming this weekend, so that's quite exciting too. And the cockpit and the deliverance hopefully is going to get worked on this weekend as well. So that's good. Yeah, it's just a bit of a nervous time at the moment. I think last week was a difficult weekend. We had a lot of things going on, but lots of small things going on, so it's difficult to sort of quantify. A few little sort of stressy moments and stuff. This weekend should be a quieter weekend in terms of sort of the amount of people that we're going to have, which should allow us to sort of really sort of concentrate on all the colouring in all those little bits. And also, now that the set has been set up for the first day of filming, we put the drift, the first drift configuration in position. So the gantries across from the deliverance. It's the shape it's going to be when we first shoot. We can actually start dressing it. I think people are a bit apprehensive about that as well, because we're really going to start doing it, but we have to. We have 3 weeks before we shoot. Which in some ways isn't a long time away. In some ways it's a bit too long, because it's the sort of like a waiting game now. There's lots to do, but we're so close, and yet it still feels a bit far away. So that's difficult. Week after next, we've got a big, probably the biggest production weekend coming, or probably even of the whole thing, even including during principal photography. We have all the cast, all the crew, all the production crew, all the extras, everyone in one day or 2 days hopefully. So that's going to be something to look forward to, very exciting. So yeah, it's been a strange old week this week. Trying to figure out the order of which we're going to shoot stuff, trying to time it so that you know what you're going to shoot each day, and then you divide it up to your risk. So if you've got people coming from a greater distance, you put those scenes in the middle of the day to the end of the day, and similarly or rather conversely, on the Sunday, people that might be going away, you do all the hard scenes to start with, and then people can drip feed away and all the rest of it. So it never works that way, but that's the idea anyway. Sort of plan all that, and that's starting to push that out. I'm starting to put people down for roles. Still waiting on quite a few of the crew to actually tell me what days they're going to be available for, and that's difficult for people to work out because they don't know what they're going to be doing. And it's like, well, yeah, I'll be there, Daz, but I need to definitely know they're going to be there so I can put them down for specific roles. So that's still waiting on those, but starting to fill up the call sheets, and that's good. So probably about 2 weeks, which is about a week and a half before we shoot, or thereabouts, I'll push those out so people know what's going on, and they'll get revised. But it's just getting something out so they can have something to work to. So yeah, it's good. Just a bit tired. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I think at the end of this weekend, I'll have a lot more clarity on the story side. Because sometimes you sort of jump out and work on the set or costumes or something, and you sort of have to put the story on the back burner almost. Now I've got an opportunity this weekend while the guys are working on tech, on the lighting, finishing the cockpit, that I can really go through the journey again on paper and remind myself what's happening and where the characters go and what happens to them. Props list now has gone out. Sort of like we did a big list last week of all the things that we need to iron out before we shoot, and that's all been allocated to different people. So I'll start chasing that up this weekend as well. So that'll be interesting to see how well the guys have got on with that, because not much feedback yet. Generally, in the rule of communication, if no news is generally bad news. If people aren't telling you what's going on, then chances are they're not doing it. My experience is that when someone's achieved something, they can't wait to tell you, and they email you straight away or ring you up and say, Daz, guess what I've done? I've done it for you. Or you ask them and you get a yes straight away. If they haven't done it, it's a delay or I'll get back to you, or no reply. So I'm not saying the micro haven't done anything, I'm just saying that there might be some issues that we need to talk about this weekend to help them out. So we'll see. That's fine. We still have time, so it's good. But yeah, it's moving forward. Really would like to be. In some ways, I wish we were filming now. I wish we were just getting on with it, because I think I'm not so much burned out with the project, because that's not true. It's like saying to someone the other day. It's like I feel like I'm at Disney World, but it's 9 o'clock at night and I'm tired, and Disney World is open for another 3 hours. I've been there since 9 o'clock in the morning. There's another 3 hours to go. I love Disney World and I want to stay there, but I'm so tired and I'm so falling asleep and I can't stay awake, and I want to go and play in Space Mountain and all that. Well, that's what this is like. I'm like at that last little bit where I really want to just finish it off, but I'm just at the same time very, very sort of tired too. So it's difficult. But every time we go on set, everyone else is always smiling and laughing and all that kind of stuff, and that brings you back up again. So that's good too. And everyone sort of enjoys each other's company, and that's a really positive thing. And that everyone on the set has been really positive and friendly and enjoys what they're doing and all that, and that's really good. So that always brings me up again. So it is a Friday after all, so perhaps by tomorrow afternoon I'll be full of energy again, perhaps some more sweets or something. So, but yeah, it's good. There we go. That's about it for now. I think we'll have to see how the weekend goes, and then we'll go from there.